What is up, guys? I'm going to show you how to add Codebreaker codes to your PlayStation 2 ISOs and play them on your PS3. Now, this is only for jailbreaking PS3 users, so yeah, if you don't have a jailbroken PlayStation 3, then don't bother with the rest of this video. However, if you do have a jailbroken PS3, let's proceed. There's a few things you're going to need. You're going to need a USB external hard drive, of course, to copy the games over to your PS3's hard drive internally if you play them internally. If not, then you don't have to worry about that. You can use FileZilla to transfer them over that way too. ISO Buster basically, and this little file here I'm going to provide in the description. I'm going to provide all these in the description, so you don't have to worry about all that. Because it gives you the Codebreaker actual program in ELF format. So, yeah, so let's continue with this video. I'm going to use Def Jam 5 for New York from PlayStation 2 as an example, So I'm going to we're going to open it up with ISO Buster. So let's go ahead and open it up with ISO Buster here. Go away. Anyways, click on this one right here, which says ISO, and it shows you everything that's in the game itself. Okay, what we want to do is we want to select all this stuff, and we want to put it in our own folder. So let's just put DJFFNY PS2, I guess, as a folder on your desktop, and then select it all, drag it over, continue, shut up, don't bother me again, continue, and just let it copy its thing. Alright, since we copied everything from the ISO Buster program, from the game ISO itself, we are going to, let's go ahead and rename this folder so we don't get it confused with the original ISO folder. So let's just put modified, anyways, we're going to open up, this is the game itself, all the files extracted out of the ISO itself, and we're going to open up this program, this folder right here called ULECB10, which is Codebreaker 10, Codebreaker in ELF format. So we're going to drag these three files to this, or copy and paste. So let's go ahead and highlight them, and then hold Control on the keyboard and press C. Click over here, Control V, and paste it. And it'll ask you, copy and replace. Yes, go ahead and do that. It'll replace. It's asking to replace System CNF. So yeah, you want to do that, because yeah. And now after you do this, you want to open up this folder, Ps2 Iso or Ps2 Tools, and you want to open up CD DVD-ROM generator. Right click and run as administrator. And the reason why is because sometimes if you don't do this, it won't add files. I don't know why it has that little weird problem, but yeah. Create new project, hit OK, go to DVD-ROM master disk, hit OK, and we want to drag and drop all the stuff from that. So yeah, okay. Highlight it all, drag and drop into this. There you go. There's all the stuff. Now, actually, we forgot a step. Let's go ahead and delete all these first, and we will go back to this, and we want to rename this file. However, before we rename that file, we want to unhide extensions for known file types, so we can rename files to what they actually are. Whatever. Anyways, open Control Panel, whatever Windows version you have, however you get to it, and go to Folder Options. Go to View tab, and then you right here, hide extensions for known file types. You want to make sure this is unchecked. If it's checked, uncheck it, and then hit apply and hit OK. It's a 04 file. We want to rename it to capital ELF. Name it an ELF file. So yes, go ahead and do that. The reason for it is because this will boot up the actual game itself after you apply your Codebreaker cheats on the PS3, and I'll show you that during the video towards the end. So now I can highlight it all and drag it over here, and yeah, so volume, disk name, this is where you put SLUS and then the number, so you don't have to worry about the decimal, but well, this program likes to put a little whatever the heck that symbol's called again. So you want to put 21004, So SLUS 21004, SLUS 21004, and then producer name, you want to put PlayStation, and then license area America, unless you're running a SLES game or a SLJP game, I think it is. If it's SLES, you want to put Europe. If SLJ something, then you will put Japan. But anyways, after you do all that, directory, file, export IML file. Let's go ahead and make the desktop. Make sure there's no spaces. And the reason why is because you need an IML file and an IMS file. It'll give you both. If you put a space in the file name, it will not give you an IMS file. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So let's just put DJFFNY, DJFF New York, PS2 CB. I held shift when I put capitals, so yeah. So save. Voila, there's the two files we need. IML, IMS. Now, minimize this, go to back to the CD DVD generator folder, and then go back to PS2 tools. I don't know why I keep wanting to see PS2 ISOs. Then go to Genie IML to ISO. Click that. Might as well run as administrator that too. And we want to open that IML file right there. Basically, this program takes everything that's in the IML file, basically the entire structure, into one file, and it will combine it into our new ISO. This is what builds the ISO. So, yeah, so it's just IML to ISO. Click it and let it do its thing. That's an awesome sound, isn't it? Anyways, yeah, so let's go ahead and get OK. And there is our new, wherever it's at here. Oh, there it is. There's a little spot there that I left empty. There it is. There's our ISO file. As you can see, it's only half of what the actual game was. So let's go ahead and rename this to PS2-DJFF for New York. Let's go ahead and do that, yeah. So we have our ISO, our actual game. So now all we have to do now is put it straight into the PlayStation 3, onto the PlayStation 3's hard drive. And to do this, there's two ways. Either A, since it is under 4 gigs, and if you have a FAT32 USB drive, you can transfer it over to this, or you can transfer it over to FileZilla. I only use FileZilla because it's slower. I only use FileZilla if it's, like I said, if it's over 4 gigs, and because, like I said, my USB drive is formatted in FAT32, and if it's formatted in FAT32, you can't put any file that's over 4 gigs on it. If it's NTFS, you can, but I always have problems with NTFS, so I never have that. So, yeah. So, well, I actually use 7-zip to split it in two also, but I ain't gonna do all that. So, because the PS3 ain't gonna, detect it in multiple parts of the PS2 game. So, anyways, let's go ahead and put it on our PlayStation 3 and continue this video. Now, because I'm so nice, I'm going to show you guys how to copy the PS2 ISO over to your PS3 both ways, through FileZilla and your USB hard drive. So there's two ways I do this. I use two programs to do this. One, I use Game Sonic Manager to load all my games, my PS1, 2, and 3 games, because it supports everything and all file formats. I use this for FileZilla. However, I use Multiman to copy everything over through the USB. We're going to use the USB first. So let's go ahead and show USB. Now, you want to scroll all the way to the left here and go right here, File Manager /MMOS. Press X on that, go to PS3 root, bring up 2 windows. Press PS3 root. Well, let's go ahead and go to the USB drive that I plugged in. I copied it to PS2 ISO, so yeah, let's go right there. And then we named it, so it's right there. Okay. You press X on it, so make sure I highlighted blue. go over PS3 root again, bring up another window. That's how you do it. I was wondering how you do it. Forgot how. Go to dev HDD0, go to Ps2 Iso, and then press circle, and then go to, oh my bad, press X on over here on the USB, as you can see, USB drive, X on it, press circle, go to copy, there you go, now it's copied. Now press X anywhere, press circle, go to paste, press X. Do you want to copy? Yes, and let it copy over. Alright, now as you see on the dev HDD on your PS3's hard drive, it is right there. Now I'm not going to go into details on how to add picture files. I could probably just do that on another video, but yeah, so it's on the PS3 now. Alright, now I'm going to show you how to copy your PS2 game, or any really game, any game for that matter, PS3, 2, or 1, by FileZilla. Now, you can use any FTP homebrew application, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to use Game Sonic Manager this time. So let's go ahead and boot that up. Keep in mind, you got to make sure your internet connection is on your PS3 as well. What's really fascinating about this FileZilla program is the fact that you can copy all your stuff from the, I want to go ahead and unplug my USB drive here. But anyways, what's really fascinating about it is the fact that you can copy, like I said, copy stuff over your PS1 games and your PS2 games and your PS3 games through the internet connection instead of USB drive. Yeah, so you want to press, with Game Sonic Manager, you want to press Start for global options, the pause button or PS3 control obviously, and go to Network Tools. And then, as you can see here, Initialize Ftp Server. As soon as you press that, it'll say, do you want to auto-initiate? Just press no. And it tells you right there the IP address of the PlayStation 3 itself. And we're going to go ahead and cut to the computer so I can show you how it does this. Alright, now let's boot up FileZilla client. FileZilla program. Go ahead and boot this up here. Okay, now, the host is the IP address of the PS3 that I showed you earlier. So, we're going to put 10.0.0.52, and as you can see in the video of the PS3, it says :21, and that is the port. So we're going to go over to port and press 21. Go to quick connect. There's my PS3. So I'm literally accessing my PlayStation 3 through the internet. My PS3 is not connected to my computer whatsoever. It is straight from the internet through the router itself. So we're going to go to dev HDD, access my PS3's hard drive, and we're going to go into Ps2 Iso, and this is how you can transfer stuff over. And you do exactly just like in Windows. You'll just drag and drop the ISO file, or this ain't the ISO file, but you can drag it over and then let go of the mouse. But I'm not gonna do all that because it's already copied over. So that's how you transfer stuff over through FTP. So let's go ahead and continue with this video. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and boot up the DefChamp File for New York ISO we modified. We're gonna go and boot that up and load our cheats and to prove it works. Now I already have it copied over on the PS3 here, but I'm doing this just for this video. So there's going to be two DefChamp File for New York ISOs on my hard drive. It's this one, the original one I usually record from, and then the one right here I modified. So we're going to run the actual modified one for this video. So press X on it to go ahead and boot it up. Now what I like to do, and what I recommend, this is for, like I said, if you have a jailbroken PS3, then you can run PS2 games on any PlayStation 3, believe it or not, but it doesn't run all PlayStation 2 games. However, what I like to do is I like to boot up the control fan utility. What this does is I can literally control my PlayStation 3's fan speed to make it, make games not freeze, make the PS3 run cooler and stuff like that. So that's max speed, that's no speed, and then you can also go up and down on the fan speed and stuff like that too. But I recommend not running that at max speed because you can burn out your fan. You'll have to replace your fan in your PS3. So yeah, you want to be careful with that thing. So I just keep it at CO and then press triangle to exit out of it, and then go ahead and set your memory card. Let's go ahead and yeah, it's already there. So assign say I want. Okay, so let's go ahead and boot it up. And as soon as you press X, you will see what happens. It should boot right into Ulaunch Elf instead of the game itself. There's Ulaunch Elf. So press circle, go to CDFS, because when it emulates it, it makes it it tricks the PS3 into thinking it's a disk. You ran off the hard drive, but as you can see, nothing's going to be there. It's an actual disk. So CDFS, you know, it's a CD. There's all the stuff, and look and behold, boot.elf, Codebreaker, SLUS, and all that stuff. So you want to run this first, Codebreaker. Press circle, and as you can see, Codebreaker boots up, setting up cheese, yada yada yada, and it remembers what I used, what cheats I selected last time. So that's why it said select the game Def Jam. So we're gonna go back to it. Def Jam fought for New York. Let's go to enable it. Infinite health. No, I don't want all that crap. Maximum minimum is infinite specials. So we're gonna yeah, infinite specials. We're gonna go ahead infinite specials. So yeah. So get infinite health too. So press start, and then go over here, start game. It'll say please insert game, but it's already inserted. So just press X. And then what will happen is it'll go right back to Ulaunch Elf again. See? Voila. See that magic? Go back to CDFS and then load up SLUS like I told you guys to rename when you rebuilt the ISO. It'll boot up the ELF file and it tricks the PS3 into thinking it's the actual game. Look at that. So now we're going to go ahead and play this, and I will show you that the cheats are working. Come on, 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 come on. Come on. Oh, it's gotta load everything. No, yes.
EA Games challenge everything.
Whoa. Alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Press start. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and just put this on hard just to show you guys that the cheats are working and I'm on infinite health and it's just going to be too easy. Go to battle. Let's go ahead and go 1 and 1. Go ahead. I should have went to free for all, but I thought you guys couldn't handle it. Yes, let's go ahead and use a create a character, homie. There he is. Let's go get Snoop Dogg. Whoop his ass and go to here. Let's not go there. Let's go. Yeah. I like that level. It's one of my favorites. So we'll go there.
Hope you like the taste of my knuckles, chump.
My money's on me.
Shut up, no one cares. See, as you can see, my health is not going down. Nothing's happening. You can hit me all day long on my health, don't do squat. As you can see, my yellow bar is just growing. See how I got it? I really didn't have to do much. Just punch him a few times and then... Let's go ahead and do one real quick. Come here! Come here! Ah!
It's like this.
Ah! It's like that, huh? Bitch!
This stuff is mad.
There you go. That's what you get. And then watch this. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, I got it again. Let's do it again. It just makes it so damn easy. And do it again. See my my second special. And I got it again. Keep in mind the created characters in this game, you get 4 specials, so I get all 4 of them in this video. It's you guys' lucky day.
You see them skills? Time to make something happen.
And then here we go. Let's go for a KO. Oh, maybe not. Yep. Goodbye. KO. Look at those acrobatics. I'm so skilled. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. So,
You got no skill.
hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope just so. Peace out.